we're here with Shiva Rose, the natural goddess, who's a blogger and also has her own skincare line that's all natural and non-toxic. And she's here to show us how to make your own sunscreen that's natural and non-toxic.
Thank you. Thanks for having me and for dressing me in your beautiful dress. There has been a lot of controversy lately about sunscreen because they're finding out that the nanoparticles are really bad for you when some sunscreens have the nano zinc in it. Another reason why there's some controversy over sunscreen, it's the fact that chemical-laden sunblocks are destroying all the beautiful corals in our ocean. Now, we all want some sun protection, so there's ways where you can make your own. And one of the great things about some of the ingredients we're using, like the coconut oil and carrot seed oil and red raspberry, actually have some natural SPF in them. Mix these oils and then you're gonna add zinc oxide that's not the nano kind.
And where do you get these ingredients?
Well, you can get a lot of them online. I mean, I got the zinc oxide on Amazon. I use beeswax from my own bees, and coconut oil is from my kitchen, and Living Libations makes a beautiful carrot seed. Carrot seed is so nourishing for the skin too, which I love. I add a little bit of jojoba, and then we'll add a little bit of vanilla, I thought, for the smell.
Nice.
So, but you can add any essential oil that you like. It'll last longer if it's in the refrigerator, because again, we don't have any serious chemicals to preserve it. The vitamin E will preserve it, and the coconut's a natural preservative, but I would leave it in the fridge or keep it in a dark container, and it's probably good for about 4 months. So we're ready to start.
Okay, so how do you do it?
The recipe is pretty easy. It's just 1/4 cup of shea butter, and then it's 1/4 cup coconut oil.
Yeah, coconut oil is good for everything.
Everything, right? I mean, what did we do before coconut oil?
I don't know.
1/4 cup of the beeswax. I like to add a little of the jojoba for the nourishing quality. Just a few drops of vitamin E. Take this and we're gonna put it onto the stove. We let this melt. If you have a double broiler, it'd be very useful, and if you don't have one, you just use a Pyrex bowl in a pot with water. I think we live in such an exciting time right now because you can create your own beauty products, and there's so much amazing information. But also just be aware and experiment. I'm not a scientist or a mathematician, however. You can make the SPF higher with the amount of zinc powder that you put into it. We're adding a lot of oils that have natural SPF. So now we're gonna add the zinc oxide powder to the blend. However, it's good to cover your nose. Will you hold this for me?
Yes, I'll hold it.
Now it's in this great consistency. One thing that would be wonderful to do is use a handheld whipper. Now I'm just stirring it a bit. 20 drops of the carrot seed, a few drops of the vanilla, 1 teaspoon of the red raspberry.
Now, what is the red raspberry seed oil good for?
Red raspberry is really wonderful. It's very nourishing. It's a great antioxidant, and it is a natural SPF. Mix this, or you would whip it. And then we're going to just put it in the jar. I think if you're somewhere in the sun, it's probably better to get a darker jar color. So let's experiment. Let's try a little bit on your arm. See how it blends in. I think there's so much talk these days about sunblock. However, we do get a lot of vitamin D from the sun as well. Well, thank you for being here. Try your own sunscreen.
And a Marysia swimsuit.
Yes, and dress.